Well, I think you do due another video, so let's get back into the SirToys box. He said, pretending he hasn't got all this planned out. And we're going to take a look at this fella. Let's just bring this up slightly. That's not slightly, is it? Come on. Don't fight me, tripod. That'll do it. Yeah. This is a knockoff of Dinosaurs Gigano Dragon. If anyone doesn't know what Dinosaurs was, it was a series in the, mid to late 2000s of basically, I don't even know what they were. Were they aliens? I can't remember. But they were like robots that had basically taken on dinosaur skeletons and then filled in all the fleshy bits with like translucent bits. They're quite cool. I have got one or two somewhere, but they were quite cool. And the bad guy was this one. And his name's Gigano Dragon. Or was. And his shoulders weren't that goofy. We'll get into that later. But yeah, this is... it's not a terrible representation of the figure. It's just not quite right. But, you know, it ain't bad, really. But you see, SirToys, in their infinite wisdom, and I do mean infinite wisdom, sent me a 4-pack. Now, yeah, theoretically I could take all these apart and then pick which colours I think go best together, but frankly, I really don't want to take them apart, or at least not that often. And to do that, we're going to have to get into the transformation, which, well, no, we'll go into the figure properly itself, and then we'll go into the transformation. And for argument's sake, because I started with this one, because it was the first one that came to hand, we will shall carry on with the red one. Hooray! And it's got a head, which... Stupid dog hairs. Right. There we go. It's not bad. It just, that hair's still there, isn't it? It's not bad. It just could have maybe done with a better paint. But it ain't bad moulded. Although it is completely hollow. The body's quite nice. I mean, you can see like the body, the waist, the hips. It is quite nicely sculpted, you know? And then there's 2 ball joints in here. 2 ball joints in here, I believe, or are they both in here? Basically, each piece has got like a ball joint going up. So that's about as far. Yep, that's about as far as legs go forward. Bend at the knee. Ankle's quite good. Ankle's on a ball joint. That's nice. And because it's quite a long ball joint, you actually get quite a bit of tilt out of that. The post in there is quite long, and they go back about that far. Basically, you're not going to get a lot of forward and backward in there. But the fact is you can get it, and trust me, that is impressive for what it is. The arm is on a ball joint, and the head moves, and opens, and wiggles a bit. And this is on a ball joint, and if you want, you can flick this around to use as a sword, which I believe he did in the show. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he did. And that's about your lot, really, if I don't stop popping them open. There you go. You might be thinking that's really weird. Now, how am I going to turn this into a dragon? Well, if you didn't see the unboxing and you've never seen Gigano Dragon before, you're in for a treat. This is where I get to the bit I'm not massively keen on, because the original, it just worked perfectly. On this, because it's a KO, the quality's a little bit... but it does still work. It will just fight with me a little. I am tempted to take one of these apart and fix it, but I'll talk about that once I've transformed it or during the transformation, whichever way. Okay, so what we're going to do is basically pick one side, hold on to this middle silver piece, and start trying to prise this red part away by wriggling. And there we go. Now you can see there's a peg there and a peg there that goes into a hole there and a hole there. Now, on the original, I can't remember if it was pegs, but it did hold together quite well, and it came apart a lot easier. And now we've done this, what we do is we work all the way down to the ankle. Oh yeah, So we split that, and we split that. There we go. And we can unhinge this out there, finally untab the body. And then we start on this side. So we were split there. That. Get this. And get this. And it's going off the sides. That's how big this thing is. So for argument's sake, we're going to bring this shoulder up. So it's there. And fold the hand in to make a tail. And it would originally be like this, with the connections and stuff being on the top. But I think you're supposed to rotate it over. And this one falls off because it likes to fall off. Pop that back on. Is it supposed to... I'm not sure which way around these hooks are supposed to go, but we'll sort that out. I think you're supposed to flip it over so these ridges are on top to make like a... Basically, it's a Chinese dragon, so they're supposed to be the ridges down the back of the dragon. Again, you rotate this entire middle section over. See how that's textured? That's quite nice. And you do the same this side. Hang off the edge. Do this side, and then turn the head around. And you turn the feet at the ball joint there. This is too big for my setup. Yay! And yeah, it's a bit monstrous, is the point. Can I get this on screen? The thing is, because of all the hinges and stuff, you can, by curling it and turning it and things like that, you can get it to curl up. You know, by turning all the bits and curling it, you can get it to curl up into, you know, a giant loop. I didn't do a robot size comparison, but whatever. Let's side swipe. See? It's a Roborus. Belucius will get it, you lot might not. Or is it Dave? Right, get rid of that. And I can do a robot mode comparison now because I've still got 3 of them. So, there's Age of Extinction Bumblebee. So they're Voyager-ish. But again, because of how far it spreads out and everything, this is just monstrous. Now, the issue I've got, let's just fold that off there. Basically, these ball joints are too loose. So if I popped it open, coated the ball joints with glue or something, or clear nail varnish, which I don't have, but you know what I mean. If I popped it open, did that, maybe tightening the screws might help. I don't know, because I'm not sure if that's as tight as it can get. But if I did that... Thank you, Mr. Motorbike. If I did that and worked my way up as far as I could, and basically coated every ball joint with glue, tightened it all up, this thing would be phenomenal. And if I did that, I'd have to do it with all the others, which, frankly, would drive me mad. So I'm not sure I'm going to do it. I might do it. I'm not sure. But, children, I get him to talk. But, children, you see, Mr. Belucius, one of my longest-standing subscribers, he has decided to send me something. Finally. But, because he's kinda awesome, if he sends me his address as well, I might send him one of these. Because he custom paints. That might be cool. Or, you know, we'll see. But again, I believe they're still for sale on SirToys. So if anyone wants one of these, or rather 4, yeah, the thing is, the plastic itself isn't bad. It's just the ball joints. If you've got the patience to fix the ball joints and maybe throw a lick of paint at them, this would be fantastic. And ideally, because I don't think I spoke about it, let's just ignore this one for a couple of minutes. The original had upper arms. It actually... These pop off anyway, so let's just try and pop that off for a second. Ah, I find the one that doesn't want to pop off. Yeah, originally there would have been another section in here. So he had, like, proper arms. I think he's a bit gorilla-fisted, but still he'd have proper hands. And again, the arm would be down here somewhere. So if anyone's really good at moulding or 3D printing or anything like that, and they want to put another, you know, make another bit for the shoulder, that would be awesome. they supposed to go in that way? Come on, don't fight with me. But yeah, they are good. Is what I'm trying to say. They are good. They're just kind of weird. And they're weird in that special way that's awesome. Yeah, I think those hook bits are supposed to be underneath. It's fine. It's alright. It's fine. But yeah, I definitely suggest them. If you've got any kind of patience or customizing skills or anything like that, or if you just think they're funny, I definitely suggest you go and pick them up because they are cool. And saying that, I actually hope they're still in stock because I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to go because this guy's going to take over my channel by the looks of it. Hello. Did I get a good look at the dragon head? Look at that. I don't believe this is quite accurate to the original. I think the original was a lot more sort of bone effect. But still. That's quite cool. Okay, I'm going to go because I'm messing around now. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. Laters!